day 13 of Crocktober, and we are making one of my favorite recipes for broccoli cheese soup today. This recipe, I love Panera. I love going out to eat every once in a while, but this is one of those things that you can make better at home, and it tastes better, and it will save you so much time and money leaving your house and going through the store. But I feel like you should do this one at home. It is from week 7 of the Magic Menu Planning Box. It's amazing. The slow cooker series is fantastic. As you're hopping on, I'm going to go ahead and start my butter here going, and I want to say hello to you. Tell me good morning. Tell me what you're making for dinner tonight. Tell me what you're cooking. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start melting a stick of butter in my crock as I'm waiting for y'all to hop on and say good morning. I love it when y'all say hi, so let me know who you are. And also, if you will hit the share this button, we will enter you to win a $10 Amazon gift card. And if you're new here, especially new folks, I would love to say hi to you. So if you're hopping on, you're new for the first time, I'd love to say good morning. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to melt my butter in here. I am using a Ninja crock pot. This crock pot, I don't even believe this same one is on the market right now. I like it, but I don't like that it scratches a little bit easily. So I'm wondering if they're kind of tweaking this product, but I am just going to be able to melt everything in this, and I want to make sure it's set up on high real quickly. I think it is. Yes, it is. Okay, so we're just going to take a second. As you're hopping on, tell me if you are making the menu plans with me. Good morning, Kelly. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Christine. Hi, Connie. Hi, Rhonda. Where are y'all at this morning, and what are you making for dinner? Tell me, guys. What are you making? Who else is making the broccoli cheese soup? Who else is loving Crocktober? Did anybody else make the King Ranch chicken casserole last night? I loved it. I loved it. It was so good. It was like yummy, hearty food. I don't normally eat that kind of casserole food, but it was really, really good. Good morning, Janelle. You just ordered the crock pot recipes. Oh my goodness, Paula, you are going to love them. I promise you, you're going to be happy you had them for sure. You shared in upstate in New York. Thank you so much. I appreciate you a ton. Y'all, I'm trying to make sure you can see. I was trying to talk a little bit more and see you guys, but I know it's hard to see them when I'm doing in my crock. Okay, so this is just about melted down. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in an onion that I've already chopped. And we're just going to saute this sucker, and we'll just talk through the morning. Y'all tell me what you're working on today. What things are you doing in your home? Oh my goodness, the onion smells so stinking good. There is nothing like onion and garlic. Happy smelling stuff right here. You can click the link in the video if you're interested in these menu plans. I'm going to hop up so I can see your questions and comments up there. Good morning, Vicki in Michigan. So glad to see you. Hi, Mary Alice. You're having meatloaf and mashed potatoes. That sounds amazing. That sounds so yummy. Okay, we're going to go ahead right there. We've got this showing off. Okay, so there is my crock full of butter and onion. And we're just going to let this saute for a second. And while this is sauteing, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the next thing you're going to do is you're going to add the garlic and flour. So this is a half a cup of butter, a large onion diced. Next, I'll add in 2 cloves of garlic, 6 tablespoons of flour, and then a little salt and pepper. So once these are done, just a little bit more. They're pretty close. We'll add those in. Oh, this is looking so yummy. I am trying to go kind of fast for you guys because I hate for you to sit here too long. Okay, there's that part added in. Next, we're going to add in the flour, and basically what you're doing is making a roux. Now, if you don't have a crock pot like mine, so this is like a soup, I think it's spelled R-O-U-X, a roux, and it's the flour base that makes any good soup, any kind of good cream soup needs a decent flour base. So I'm going to add in my 2 tablespoons of flour. You can see how it's already thickening. I want to add in a little bit of garlic. Whoops, that was a lot of garlic. Hopefully my family likes garlic, thankfully. And then I'm going to do a little salt and pepper. And I'm just going to let this cook. I'll do more salt than I do pepper. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. You guys, I wish I had smell-o-vision. It would make you so happy right now. So we're going to do that. And we're going to cook 2 minutes. So I'm going to try to be patient here and let this cook down just a little bit so you can see it going. It smells so good. I'm going to answer your questions while I'm letting it cook, and then I'll hop back on. It is from, for anybody curious, it is from the Menu Planning Made Easy Slow Cooker Series box, which is fantastic. I hate selling stuff to you guys, but it's such a good product that I feel like people who've gotten it have said thank you for selling. Like, we literally had someone say the other day, thank you for making products we could purchase, because they love them so much. So don't worry about going fast. You love our time with you. Thank you, Vicki Neal. You are the sweetest. You didn't heat before the salt. You didn't heat before the salt and pepper. It probably works. It's going to cook all day. You do want to let your flour kind of make this nice thicker roux because it's just what makes the base of a good cream soup. Does that make sense? Good morning, Melanie. What are you making? Kylie, I am so tickled you're here. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It's very strong onion. We are making broccoli cheese soup from the Magic Menu Plan Slow Cooker Series. We are in day 13 of Crocktober. We will be making recipes again every morning for the rest of this week and all next week. In fact, my daughter and I were talking about possibly doing a college visit next week, and I said, we'll have to take our crock pot with us. And she said, okay, Mom, we can take our crock pot and plug it in the car. What do you think? College visits plus a crock pot? My poor child, the things she's going to go to therapy for, it's going to be a lot. You're making the slow cooker chicken parmesan. That is so good. You are in New York. Good morning, Sally in New York. You are a natural in front of the camera. I am so not a natural, and I talk too fast. In fact, I say every time, talk slower. When my kids are in the house, they're like, Mom, when you're on video, you talk too fast. It's because I'm a nervous wreck. I can only talk to you guys because I only see you. If I have to talk in front of real people, they scare me. Like, I'm intimidated by pretty much everybody. So you guys are nice to me and kind. Good morning. Hey, Patty. I'm so glad you're here. You were back out and it came back in. Instant Pot, what? You got a Ninja for $49. I love that. It's 7:38 there in Minnesota. That is bright and early. Okay, so I think we've got this pretty good. Let's go ahead and scoop back down here. So now we're going to add in our evaporated milk. We've got 2 cans of evaporated milk, and this is going to take a little, this is a good bit, and I'm kind of kicking myself. Y'all, remember I told you that I put everything in the fridge? Well, the problem with that is that evaporated milk is going to be cold, so I'm afraid it's going to take a second to warm up. Using a whisk, add in, oh, I was supposed to slowly add it in and stir well to make it smooth. I think we're good. Okay, so we're going to cook this now until it begins to thicken. And then you would pour it into your slow cooker, but because my slow cooker is also my skillet, I've got an easier step here. So I'm just going to let this thicken a bit, and I'll keep chatting away while we talk about the day and what y'all are up to. We'll just have to wait for it to thicken a good bit. Is that crock available? It's not available. I wish it was. We will look for another one like it. Y'all, this crock pot, it's the Ninja 4-in-1. I got one when they first came out. I think it's been glitchy is my gut, because the insert scratches easier than I would like it to. I don't use it very often. It's not my favorite to use, but I do use it whenever I'm making something like this. Okay, we just gotta let that sucker thicken a bit now. Let me go ahead and make sure my heat is turned as high as it can be. Yep. Okay, so we just gotta wait, y'all. I got nothing else for you. What I'm gonna tell you now is what I will add in next. I will add in next 5 cups of broth, and then I will add in 5 cups of fresh broccoli. Then at the end of the day, I'm going to add in some heavy whipping cream and some Parmesan cheese, and that's what will make up this soup. But I've got to let it thicken here for a second. So while it's thickening, I'm going to come over and check your comments. What is my favorite slow cooker? You know, it's funny. Can I just tell y'all a funny story? I'll just tell you a funny story while we're sitting here waiting, because I can't make this be faster. Can't make this one go fast. So I'm stuck. I'm at my limits. Let me tell you my slow cooker story. So I am Passionate Penny Pincher is also on Instagram. So I've been trying to work really hard well over there. There are a lot of really cute mama bloggers over on Instagram. Like, it's impressive, these girls. They have the most beautiful homes and the most beautiful things. And I happened to cross a page of a girl who had a crock pot that was a Cuisine Art crock pot. I went to look at it. It was over $200. And I thought to myself, Lori, you do a lot of crock pot cooking. Maybe you need to consider this $200 crock pot. Y'all, it was beautiful. It was gorgeous. Like, it looked so pretty. I was really jealous. I was sitting there thinking, I deserve it as much as I crock. I should have the prettiest crock on the planet, because this girl does a lot of crocking. And I walked back in and I saw my classic. This is the one I use most of the time. This one right here is the one I use 99% of the time. It's just a plain old stainless crock. I got it at Walmart. This is the one I use. I walked in and I saw that crock on my counter, and I thought, my life is not going to be changed by a better crock pot. It is hard not to get jealous of people you see online. It is hard not to look at other people's beautiful things and think, oh my word, I need that. I walked into my kitchen and I thought, we have some big things we're saving for right now. We have some big, hairy, crazy financial goals. And I was like, do you really want a $200 crock pot, or do you really want your big hairy financial goal? And so I got back out my Walmart crock pot, and that's the one I'll use. So I just encourage you, if you are seeing people online who feel a little bit, know that even me, like I know a friend of mine said yesterday, she said, Lori, you seem like you have it all together. Guys, I have it all together because I have to play that part on the internet. My real life is a mess. I have a beautiful home, but it's 20 years in. Like, we've been pinching pennies for 25 years. So this was not where I looked at when I was younger, okay? So anyways, this is just a word for you guys who are regular, passionate penny pincher people. If you're new here, you're probably like, who is this girl and why is she telling me about a $200 crock pot? Yeah, that's why I'm telling you about it. You want a new crock pot, don't want to spend $200. It was Cuisinart. It was beautiful. It was what the rich girls would have if they had a crock pot. But I just can't justify that. Not when there are other things that God has me calling to do with my money, you know? So be encouraged, y'all. Be encouraged. Yes, y'all, 6-year goals, 6-year goals. Okay, this is thickening up, you ladies, and it looks amazing. There we go. Absolutely, Dawn, please don't feel like somebody else has, oh my gosh, don't feel like you have to have all the things. I do think the slow cooker recipes are awesome, but you can find free slow cooker recipes all over the internet. You do not have to necessarily even get ours. I do think they're kind of amazing. I do think they'll help you save money, but there's lots of other options. Okay, so we're going to add in a whole lot of broccoli, 5 cups of broccoli to be exact. And then this is going to cook all day long, you guys, which is so exciting because that's what's going to do all the work. And then we're going to add in 5 cups of chicken broth. I was about a half a cup shy of chicken broth this morning, so I added a little extra water in. And then, y'all, I just noticed I'm supposed to add a little thyme in, so I'm just going to do a sprinkling of thyme as well. I don't love thyme especially, so I truly am just going to sprinkle it on here. There we go. Okay. And then, what are we going to do next? We're going to cover and cook this sucker on low for 6 hours or high 2.5 to 3 hours. Turn off the heat, and then you're going to stir in heavy cream. Stir in heavy cream, which is right here. You're going to stir in, how much? Half a cup of heavy cream, 3 cups of cheddar cheese, sorry. Make sure that's on here. Now I'm worrying. Cheddar cheese and then Parmesan. So at the end of the day, I'm going to add in the cheese. All of the milk, all the dairy is going to get added in later on. There you go. It's going to be an awesome pot of soup. I'm excited. Let me answer any questions y'all have and just make sure we've covered everything. Wednesdays are kind of my day to catch up with you guys. I'm just super excited to have dinner done. This is a fun one. It's your favorite one. You love it. I'm so glad. I can't see you guys with the comments over here. Did you use fresh broccoli? I used fresh broccoli. So I just got a bag of fresh broccoli in the produce department. So use fresh, don't use frozen. Your crock pot is over 30 years old and still going strong. You know, the nice thing about those older crock pots is they cook a little bit cooler. I feel like the new crock pots cook really, really hot. And so it's really tempting for them to, they cook everything too fast. So in a lot of ways, I wouldn't give up that old crock pot if you have one. Wash it real good, and that's it. All you got to do. Broccoli and cheese soup is your favorite. You're making chicken dumpling soup today. That sounds amazing. The broccoli does not need to get chopped up because it is going to sit all day long. It calls for, let me just make sure I've got that right, 5 cups of fresh broccoli florets. I could have probably chopped it a little bit, but it's going to cook all day long, so it's going to kind of soften. If you feel like you want it chopped finer, you definitely could. I like big chubby veggies in my stuff. And in a way, if you've got picky kids, it's nice to have the chubby veggies because they can pick around the stuff easier. You just ordered the box in Cleveland. Here, Tracy, I'm so excited you did that. My earrings are darling. They're from Target. Thank you so much for saying that. Good morning, Lynn. I'm making the slow cooker broccoli cheese soup from week 7 of the Magic Menu Planning Made Easy. Does it get that broccoli smell that broccoli can get all day? It's been a while since I've made it. It might smell like broccoli. Yeah, it might smell stinky. I didn't think about that. You're making beef ragu from the freezer plan today. I love that. Good morning, Lupnik in New Jersey. It is 76 degrees. Isn't this a crazy fall? It is definitely a warm fall. It's just rainy and dreary here, but it's beautiful. Like, I love the fall in Ohio. Fall in Ohio is probably one of the prettiest places to be. Well, the PDF files, the PDF versions will not go on sale, but they are available. So you can buy just the PDF files for this if you would like to. And if you order the box, you'll also get the PDF files. You ordered your box yesterday and got it. Yay, Tony, I'm so excited. Hi, Joy in Indiana. Good morning, Barbie. You glitched. Why not frozen broccoli? You could use frozen broccoli. The only thing about frozen broccoli, I haven't tested it with that. Frozen broccoli tends to have a lot of moisture in it, so it's going to leak down a lot of because it takes in the moisture, I guess, from the freezer. So I'm not quite sure. I'm a little afraid you would end up with runny. I'm afraid it might be runny. So fresh broccoli might be best if you can. Thank you for sharing, Joanne. I appreciate you a ton. Minnesota got 8 inches of snow. Isn't that crazy? Like, it's like 68 out here today in Ohio. How on earth did you get 8 inches of snow? Well, we did have a ton of rains. And I was actually thinking yesterday that had it been snow instead of rain, we would have had a ton, and it was cooler. You would definitely, you could add chicken. That's a great idea. That would taste so yummy. Good morning, Carol. So glad to see you in message. Kelly said it is 46 degrees in Wisconsin. You grew up in Youngstown. We are near Columbus. Fresh is better. I definitely like fresh better for this one. What is a good inexpensive crock pot? Go to Walmart. This is the Walmart one I think I got for like $35. I would go with a Crockpot brand, and I would go with a really basic model. I would not necessarily, the more bells and whistles you have, the more things you have to break. So I would probably stick with a basic one. I will say, y'all, that Cuisinart is calling my name. So if someone wants to gift me, if Cuisinart calls me up and says, Laurie, we want to gift you with a $180 crock pot, I would not be sad, Cuisinart. So just in case you happen to be watching Passionate Penny Pincher crock potting, I would love to test it out for you. It was a really pretty crock pot. It's sad when the most big thing you get jealous of on Instagram is somebody's crock pot. That says a lot about who I am. It's 85 degrees in Georgia today. Hot ham and cheese sounds so good. Yum, yum. It's here 48 and rainy in the forecast, 67 in South Carolina already. How long do you cook for? You're going to cook it all day long, so 6 hours on low or 4.5 hours on high. 6 hours on low or 2.5 to 3 hours on high. Yeah. 57 is supposed to be 75. Get a crock pot with a timer. That's a good idea. And if you don't get a crock pot with a timer, you could also get a timer, like a timer that you use for your home as well. You hate fresh broccoli. When I make broccoli and cheese soup, you use 1 bag of frozen and 2 bags of chopped. Good to know. So it might work then to use frozen. Good to know. Just use chicken stock, damp and dreary there too. How to let yesterday's King Ranch chicken go. Oh my gosh, the King Ranch chicken was so good. Fantastic. I would highly recommend that one. Good morning. Thank you, Christine. Cook on at least 4 hours on high, up to 8 hours on low. Yeah, I think you can cook this one for a long time. You're not going to mess it up. The longer you cook it, the softer the broccoli's going to get. Do you think a Ninja crock pot is better than a regular crock pot? No, I would go with a regular one. I like having the Ninja for days I have to saute, but I would not want to use it every single day. It cooks really hot. So I only use my Ninja on days that I'm making something that absolutely has to be sauteed. So don't use your Ninja other days. He went to Walmart and found a large crock pot on sale for $17. That's fantastic, Debbie. Good morning, Jane. You're so cute. I know. Corinne, wouldn't it be nice? Let me say it one more time. Cuisinart, send me a crock pot, please. I'll try it out for you. I'm here for you. I have 3 crocks that I use regularly. The casserole crock and then these 2. And then I've got 2 more down in the basement. I have one like huge one. Like it's huge. Like I could, if I'm doing chicken, like if I'm roasting a chicken, I can do 2 chickens in that one, a whole chicken. And then I've got the mothership, which is like 3 together. It's kind of crazy. You love your Ninja. Today high is 58 tomorrow. Happy Wednesday, Jill. Glad to see you. Okay. I think I got through most of the questions. Maybe it'll go on sale on Black Friday for sure. Can you see one recipe card? Absolutely. That's what the recipe cards look like. If you read the reviews on the recipe cards, if you're on the fence, if you don't, is there anybody who doesn't have a recipe card here? Can you give me a like if you do not have the recipe cards and you're still watching? I'm assuming most people still watching have the recipe cards. Give me a heart if you have the cards, a like if you don't have the cards. And then I guess I'll talk for just a second about these for anybody who have. I don't think many people are here that don't have the cards. Oh, a few of you don't have the cards. Okay. I don't go into this a long time because a lot of people don't care about them, which is fine. But the recipe cards come in a box. They've got 12 months or 12 weeks of recipes. Basically, my best tip if you have never done this before is do not sit there and go through all the recipes and pick 5 cards out. What you do is you go, let's say you go to week 1. When you pull out week 1, it's going to tell you everything that you're going to have. You're going to have chicken parmesan, slow cooker tortellini soup, slow cooker chicken enchiladas, slow cooker barbecue ribs, slow cooker breakfast casserole, and slow cooker chocolate lava cake. I really didn't think many people would still be watching who didn't have the cards. I assumed everybody was into them. On the back of that, that's your tab page. It's got notes. The cards are pretty sturdy. You can see they're kind of thick and handy. Then you've got, these are dry erasable. So I like using a wet erase on them. That doesn't show really well, but oh yeah, it does show. So it's a dry erasable card that you can take to the grocery store with you. Oh, I need to turn this down. Y'all, I'm going to mess up my crock pot here. If I mess up dinner, I'll be sad. So they're a dry erasable card that you just check off everything. If you just take this, you just buy everything there and don't sit there and consider, like, just buy everything on that thing. It's going to make 5 meals for a family of 5 to 8 with leftovers. So our family right now, we've got 4. My son is off at college, so there's only 4 of us at home. So for us, it's a solid, heavy meal, and then we probably have enough for leftovers for both my husband and I for the next day for lunch. So it's a good amount of food. Okay, so then the cards are just really pretty. They do have a daily grace, just a really simple, like, this is one of my favorite graces. So I just went through, as a Christian and as a girl who prays, these were just kind of old graces, like traditional family graces that I liked. Not really my family, but just, I like pretty graces. I don't know. Anyway, so this one is one of my favorites. Lord Jesus, be our guest, our morning joy and evening rest, and with our daily bread impart your love and peace to every heart. They're pretty they're not, they're Christian. They are. I can't do anything. They just are. You can use them or not. But it's just on so the front of the card has a simple daily grace, just to kind of remind you of that. Each week, like week 1 is all going to be the same daily grace. Then on the back, it tells you everything you need to do to make the recipe. And it's just super, like, they're just really nice cards. One of the things, when I came up with the idea, I had a friend who made prayer cards, and they were just beautiful, and they felt really good. When you held them, I was like, this is a beautiful card. And then one day I was making menu plans, and I was like, gosh, wouldn't it be nice if someone would just send me those cards so I didn't have to print a PDF file for every time I went. Like, I got tired of going online to find recipes. I just wanted to cook dinner. I didn't want to have to, like, pull out my phone to make a meal. So that's how these kind of started. Table of contents is a lifesaver. Yes, Jen. There's just you and your husband. Would it be worth them to buy them? Lisa, if you cook often, it would be. I will say, even last night, we just had 3 in our house. It is so motivating to me. You still have to eat dinner, Lisa. Like, if you're in a dinner rut, the nice thing is you could probably use a week, and it could go 2 weeks if you're willing to do leftovers. So I think it might be worth it to you. You could also half a lot of the recipes. They feel like butter. MC, they do, don't they? They feel like butter. Anyways, let me go through the rest of the questions. You're a single and you get them. Good to know. Table of contents is awesome. Love the recipe cards and just received them last week. I'm so glad you won't be cooking today, Veiled Stevens. The Ninja is good, but is not be as big as you think it is. Week 1 is fantastic. It's one of my favorite ones. You ordered, but I haven't received yet. Maureen, if you have not received them yet, will you send me an email at shop@passionatepennypincher.com, and we will check on your order and see what's going on with that. You always watch but don't have the cards and don't even have the PDF, but you're fun. You know what? You don't have to buy the cards or the PDF. I'm just glad you come to watch. So don't feel like you ever have to buy anything here. I just want you to make dinner. So whether or not you buy my stuff or somebody else's stuff, I don't care. Just make dinner. That's the most important thing for sure. You're trying to see if you can make these vegetarian. Somebody else asked for a vegetarian option, and I actually was thinking about that slowly we're rolling out new ones. We can do about 2 a year. We already have, I think, plans for 2021s are the low-cal and then the celebration pack. Celebration pack is going to be fun. It's going to be all the holidays. I'm excited about that one. Marketplace has cheese. You need these cards. Yes, you do, Michelle. You have the freezer meals and love them. You love the cards. Okay, let me go through the ends of these questions. I'm going to try to get all your comments in today. The whole recipe setup is excellent. Thank you, Susan. One thing that I will tell you, let me tell you one thing about these cards. Actually, I'm going to read your questions, and then I'm going to tell you this. There are freezer ones. Yes, there's freezer ones and summer meals. The summer meals are my favorite, but the freezer ones are, at most people, the most popular seller is by far slow cooker. Like, we're about 70% sold out of these. By far the slow cooker are the most popular sellers. Freezer meals, I think people tend to like. They're just different flavors. I like summer meals because it has a lot of fresh salads in that one. Okay. You have all 3 sets, family of 4, and you usually eat leftovers. You love the cards, the planner, and the journal. They are adaptable. Okay. There was one question. Oh, no, you're a messy mama too, Jen. So am I. It's okay. You're not the only one. Keto is on the list of things we're dreaming of. Going to ask for some more products for Christmas. Your dad had a heart attack last week, and you're going to make him some of your heart-healthy recipes. I love that. There are some good ones in the freezer series that would be great to make for your dad. So Margaret, definitely check those out for your dad. That would be fantastic. There's a lot of ones that are very simple, like grilling, marinated ones, which might work for him. So yeah, watch those. Good morning, Mark and Chris. Instant Pot pack would be great. I know. So lots of people on the Instant Pot. One of the best purchases you ever made. That's the thing is, people, when they buy it, they're like, I'm so glad I bought that. There was something important I was going to tell you. Oh, here's what I was going to tell you. The only thing that I'm seeing that I wish we could change, but then I don't wish we can change, let me just tell you, is I don't like, as a user, that I can't see exactly which menu. Like if it says to buy salt and pepper, I want to know what needs the salt and pepper sometimes. However, the reason we didn't do that was because for me, I have severe ADD, as you can probably tell if you've hung out with me very long at all. And when I see a ton of different things on a page, I'm like, wait a minute, do I buy that? Do I buy that? Do I need that? Do I need that? When I looked at other menu planning options, there are some different things you could do. Color coding, there's a lot of things you could do, but for me, visually, I would look at the card and I would just be like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I don't understand what all this means. So for people like me who just want someone to say, here's what you need, go buy the things, go make the dinner. These are for people like me. So we have a very small amount of space on the cards to do everything. So we have to be really, really concise and quick and smart as to how we get everything laid out on such a small card. But I will just tell you, the reason we don't have lots of colors and lots of numbers, and like there's ones that I've seen that have done number systems, I've seen color systems. My brain, the minute I see 5 colors on the page, is like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's overwhelming. I'm not going to do it. I don't want you to have that. I want you to say, I'm going to buy everything Laurie says to buy on grocery week 1. And just trust me. Like, just trust me. I know what I'm doing here. The recipes are good. And actually, you're not trusting me. You're trusting my friend Sheree, who is the best menu writer on the planet. So you are super lucky because you are in good hands with us. Okay. Good morning, Foolproof. You are like me. They were great. I'm so glad. It has changed your life. We have saved so much money. Even doing it myself this week again, like this month, it's just given me so much joy in my kitchen again. Like I look forward to dinner. I force myself at 5:15 to hop off my work. I come and I make dinner, and it's just become such a sweet space. And I almost think COVID has been especially amazing for that, because I feel like we have just savored dinner time each night in a way that we didn't do when our kids were smaller, and I regret that. So if you have smaller kids, I doubt anybody is still watching with small kids, but if you do happen to have little guys on, I just encourage you to really do this and make dinner for your family. I regret that I did not make dinner time as purposeful as I should have. COVID totally changed that for us. Working at the card stands, we have the card stand available in the shop as well. The set comes with a broth. That's a great idea. You don't eat the dairy products, but use non-dairy. Best recipes. Your family loves them. Did you miss it? Where it's your need to buy it? You need to make the Panera, Jen. Joni. You said we made broccoli cheese soup from Panera. It's so yummy. So good. These plans make it easy. You love. Thank you for sharing. Are they keto? They are not keto. They are just regular food. We do have a low-cal pack coming out in January, and it will include the macros for sure. Okay, great gift idea. Yes, it is a great gift idea. You ordered a bunch of containers so you can freeze the leftovers. You love how simple. You have ADHD, Sarah says too, and it helps. Sarah, for those people like me and you, probably, when you are somebody who gets overwhelmed easily, it's nice to just be told what to do. Shopping carts have been a game changer. Yay. The cards help so much. I'm so glad. You are like me as too. I'm so glad that it has helped you. You have the freezer meals box. Prepping and freezing on Sundays is a game changer. Dinner time is everyone sits at the table and we eat together. I love that. Out of all the recipe, what is my favorite recipe out of all of the recipes? It's probably from the summer box. It's probably not, I don't know though. These slow cooker. Actually, do you know what my favorite one is in the winter time? It's the chicken minestrone. Hang on, let me find it. I'll tell you which week it's in. Hang on. Well, I love so many of them. Y'all, as I'm looking at them. The ham and cheese melts are fun. The French dip sliders are good. The buffalo chicken lettuce wraps are fantastic. The buffalo chicken chili is good. Buffalo chicken chili is probably not one of my favorites. That would be one that I might skip, actually. I'm trying to find the one that I like the best, but I gotta find it. Okay, the lemon chicken orzo soup from week 12 is fantastic. And the chicken minestrone soup from week 9. I would probably do the week 9 chicken minestrone. If you like soup, it's a huge batch, like it's going to fill your crock pot to the top, but then you can have it to eat on all winter, and so I just put it in the freezer, and I pull out a bowl each week and go for dinner. Yeah, you have 2 boys under 10. You inspired me to be organized. Listen, who is that, Mama? Just Nikki Stroud. Can I just tell you, just Nikki, that I was not organized when my kids were little, and I wish someone had made this for me. Like, I'm like, why didn't anybody know that they needed to do this? So I think I did this for moms like us who just need to survive, young kids. So be encouraged. You're doing awesome. Make dinner time special. I am almost in some ways thankful because during COVID, all 3 of our kids were home. And every night, every single one of them was like, what time's dinner? When's dinner? And we sat down around the table every single night, which was more than we had done during sports and all the craziness. So take this time for sure, Nikki. Make sure that that's a special time for your guys. So happy you found my page. How are you this morning? I'm good. You love your recipes. You just made the orzo soup. Isn't that one a good one? Which Cuisine Art would you want, Jennifer? I don't even know. Well, there's 2 Cuisine Arts. I gotta look at them. There's one that's metal and there's one that's wood. And the wood one is, the wood one doesn't have good reviews. It's beautiful. Like the wood one is really, really, really pretty, but the reviews were awful. And I was like, I'm not gonna spend $200 on a crock pot with bad reviews. But the stainless looks good. You're handicapped, so your husband helps with your bins. Oh, Nancy, give your husband a big extra special hug for me and tell him thank you. My husband would appreciate that because he does the same thing. How do you freeze leftovers? You have a small family. All I would do with the leftovers is I would just put them like on the chicken minestrone soup, stick it in a Tupperware Rubbermaid container and pop it in the freezer, label it. That's it. You could also do them in small bags as well. If you don't have enough Tupperware containers, but I just do mine in Rubbermaid because I don't like to be super wasteful with plastic bags. Chicken tortellini is a fan favorite. Oh, okay. My kid's favorite is the pesto tortellini bake from Freezer Meals. By far. That's the one they bake for every single time. Cards are for how many people? 5 to 8. Love your jacket. Thank you. It's from Stitch Fix. And actually, I think most of my outfit is from Stitch Fix. And I've had it for like 3 years and I love it. Chicken tortellini. I think we got through all the questions. Yeah, your 19-year-old crock pot went on you. You did get a very inexpensive one to replace it. I bet you got a good one. Instant Pot meals. I don't know. We'll let you know. Cherie's playing with her Instant Pot a little bit more. I'm still afraid over here for sure. Hi in Alberta. Shelly, you just ordered the crock pot recipes. Yay, Vicki, you are going to love them. You put leftover soups in mason jars. That is such a good idea. On the lunch we do have a lunch menu PDF, and I believe there's a mason jar salad on that. But yeah, that would be fun to have. You like using Ziploc bags. Can you pre-order keto? We don't have the keto yet, or the low-cal. We won't have those ready until the low-cal will be here in January. Well, we're having some print issues, y'all. I will say, for anybody, any blogger out there thinking this is a great idea, the amount of stress and energy that goes into making this box happen for you in real life is like ridiculous. There's a reason nobody else does this. It's because it's too hard. So we had some print issues and we're still waiting to hear when we're going to get those. I'm hoping January. I think it may be February. Y'all say a prayer. I'm trying not to get too excited about those. Pesto tortellini bake is your kid's favorite too. I don't love, it's very rich. So if you're into the pesto tortellini bake, be ready. Your kids are grown and you share a house with one of your son's daughter-in-law and new grandgirl and you love these menu plans. I love that. Lisa, I believe you can freeze in a mason jar. I can't think of any reason you can't unless it would expand. Maybe don't freeze in a mason jar. I'm not 100%. Google that. Don't do it, Lisa. Thank you for saying that. Okay, I think we got through all the questions here. I never have this much time to chat with you guys. You made the Italian beef and it was a huge hit. Are most recipes easily pared down? Yes, you can easily pare them down. Your husband bought you the all-clad crock pot for Christmas and it's amazing. The high setting is super fast. Good to know. Stephanie says you can on the mason jars. Thank you, Stephanie. I wasn't sure. Okay, you guys have an amazing morning. Tomorrow morning, Shree is going to be on with, she's going to make the slow cooker beef heroes. She's doing slow cooker pulled pork, and then Friday is slow cooker beef heroes. So I'll be doing those two at our house. You guys have an amazing day. And Shelly says, leave room at the top of your mason jar and it should be okay. Soup expands, you have to leave room. Good tips, good tips. Pyrex for freezing. That's true. You could just make sure you leave room for expansion. Okay, y'all have an amazing day. Make your dinner. Thank you so much for ordering, Molly. I hope you just love them. I think you can tweak them pretty easily for celiacs. Okay, there are no discount codes available right now. Not on any, because they're honestly selling so well on their own that we don't really, they're selling pretty well. So, and they honestly cost us a good bit. Like there's a lot of money invested in them. So, you guys have an amazing day and I will see you soon. Bye guys. Dinner time makes me so happy during Crocktober. I can't even tell you. So tonight we are having this super yummy salad. It's just a fresh kind of all kinds of fruit salad. It's got strawberries, blueberries, goat cheese, apples, pecans, spring mix. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So that's what's in my salad. And then I have some fresh bread that got a little bit brown on the top, but it's gonna be just fine. And then here is my happy crock full of Crocktober broccoli, Crocktobery soup. Do you want to put a plate together because you love me? Don't you want James to put a plate together, y'all? Give me a heart if you want James to hop on and show you how he's gonna make. He makes the prettiest plates. We're still unloading the dishwasher. Bless his heart. Hey, Lisa. So glad. Thank you for sharing, Lisa. I appreciate you a ton. Okay, here goes James. Making his dinner. I'll do it. I asked him, I said, would you just come on really fast and show them how to make it? But I'll do it one-handed and hold the camera. Don't worry, honey. I got it all over here, babe. Totally rocking it. I want him to do it, but he won't do it. I was hoping if I bugged him. Do you have a ladle or something to scoop? That does not look appetizing, does it? He'll make it look very pretty. Because see, I needed your help. I can't do it all the hands. The bread bowls, Bridget, were so good, but I just did easy bread today. Oh, so happy. So good, y'all. In your crock pot, way better than going to Panera and way cheaper. You think Reagan will eat it?
Yes, Reagan will eat it.
Okay. And then you want to slice up the bread? He's gonna make the pretty plate, I hope. I really do like making dinner so much more now that we have the magic boxes. Like it takes a lot of stress out of dinner time away. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and, I should have gotten my tripod out. Okay, he's gonna do it. Hang on, y'all. He's gonna plate it for us, I think. Stop it. He's being difficult. This is not my best batch of bread ever, but it worked. And it's super brown. Yeah, I love the salad. Strawberries, blueberries, goat cheese, pecans. What else? Apples, spring mix. Y'all make dinner tonight. That is the message of this whole video. He's gonna make it look pretty. Dinner is done. I'm so excited. And we'll probably add, we've got some Vidalia. We're going to add some Vidalia onion dressing, or we use a strawberry balsamic vinaigrette, also from Ken's Light one. So good. To make the bread, I use Kroger frozen bread dough. I make homemade bread sometimes, but I didn't today because I was lazy. So it looks so good, you guys. I hope you're having a yummy dinner at your house tonight too. If you are interested in the Magic Menu planning boxes, we are about a little over 70% sold out. Click the link in the video if you would like to get those. Chicken taco soup sounds good. He's not obsessed with hand wipe, as Vicky just said, you're not as obsessed with hand washing as I am, which is pretty funny. Yeah, he's normal. I'm crazy. Anyways, y'all have an awesome night. Make your dinner, and we will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.